Hi everyone, what is going on? My name is Jamie Palmer and welcome to another episode with the Buy and Destroyer 7.0. So in today's video, we're going to be talking all about support and resistance. I've received a lot of comments, a lot of emails, a lot of messages wanting me to cover this subject. So yeah, here it is in today's video. Now, before we get into it, okay, and if you are a subscriber and you follow my videos religiously every single week, I finally got this account to £25. Now, this is my girlfriend's £6 blown trading account. I basically gave my partner a £100 trading account and I said, go off, do some trading and see how you get on. She gave me the account back a week later with only £6. And basically for the last kind of the last 3 months, I've been building it and building it and building up. As you can see, the results for this month, 100%. As you can see here, all 100%. In fact, if you actually look at the last 3 months with this account, I've only had 5 losses. So yes, over the last 3 months, I've only had 5 losses with this account, averaging I think around a 99% win ratio. Absolutely phenomenal. Once I get this account to £100, I'll be able to start increasing my lot size, my risk, maybe use a compounding strategy, get it to £1,000, and then when I'm at £1,000, I can hopefully go on to hit my target of £10,000, which is pretty incredible because I started with £6 and then I ended up at 10,000, and I've done all of this live in my YouTube videos. Every single trade that I've took, I've done it live for you in my videos. I will actually do a kind of playlist with every single trade that I've took. But yeah, let's cover support and resistance, okay? Now, when it comes to support and resistance, okay, well, in fact, every single trader out there has their own different style of trading. For me, I use the Buy and Destroyer. I use indicators. For others, they don't. They use price action. They use Fibonacci's. Some even use EAs. Trend lines, harmonic patterns, pivot points, Bollinger Bands, RSIs, whatever it is. Okay, everyone has their own strategy. There are millions of strategies out there. But guess what? Every single trader out there, I haven't come across a trader that hasn't said this. Every single trader out there all agrees that support and resistance is key. If you're going to master trading, you've got to understand support and resistance, and in fact candlestick patterns. Okay, support and resistance is basic beginner stuff, right? But not a lot of traders actually truly master this, right? A lot of traders, a lot of beginners go this: I want to learn how to become an institutional trader. I want to learn about Fibonacci trading. I want to learn about harmonic patterns or whatever, right? And they go off and learn that, which is fair enough. I understand everyone wants to learn that, but they don't actually understand the basics first, which is support and resistance. Once you understand support and resistance, believe me, your trading will increase and grow phenomenally. Okay, all I trade is the binary destroyer. I trade an indicator, and even then I will use support and resistance. I use support and resistance, and then I use my indicator, the binary destroyer, to find entries. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you how to draw support and resistance the beginner's way, the easiest way. Okay, it isn't holy grail, support and resistance, right? Support gets broken, resistance gets broken. But if you truly master this skill, believe me, I will not doubt it if you're not like a profitable trader within 6 months or a year. Okay, some of the best traders I have ever met in this world have mastered support and resistance. They might not know anything else. I mean, myself included. I don't know everything to do with trading, but I don't need to, because as long as I understand support and resistance, candlestick patterns, and my binary destroyer, that is all I need. And you know what? I've made consistent profits for the last 5 years with that, and I've had a steady income from it, right? So let's go over the basics. First of all, we've got a blank chart. Now, I'm not going to go into too much detail about how support and resistance works, but basically price price moves from supply and demand. The more people buy, the more the market goes up. The more people sell, the more price goes down. So you get the idea. It's called liquidity. There's always people buying and people selling. The more people buy, the price goes up. The more people sell, the price goes down. Okay, now why would traders be buying at a certain level and selling at a certain level? And that's to do with support and resistance and key levels. Okay, now basically what we've got here is we've got the daily time frame. Okay, the daily time frame. Support and resistance works on all time frames, but the higher the time frame, the more accurate and more respected these support and resistance areas are. The reason being is because, like I said, the market moves from supply and demand. The more people sell, the more price goes down. So these big traders out there that are chucking all this money at currency pairs are trading the higher time frames. Okay, so they're looking at support and resistance on the higher time frames. And when they start selling at a resistance area, everyone else is selling at the same time. Price goes down, and that is why higher time frames are more respected. Okay, support and resistance. So, okay, now the easiest way to draw support and resistance, believe it or not, okay, is currently my charts are a complete mess. Okay, it's kind of zigzagging everywhere. You know what? And to be honest, you can go like this, right? You can go, look, there's a nice little support there. Okay, and you know, you could literally draw it all day long, right? In fact, you know, you can even draw trend lines. You can really go in fine detail with this. There's a nice little trend line there. Okay, now the easiest way to kind of eliminate all the noise is go back to a blank chart like this. Okay, and actually turn your charts to a line graph like this. Okay, turn it to a line graph. Reason being is it just makes everything more simple like this. Okay, so this is a line graph, and what we can do now with this line graph is just draw areas where price has rejected from and price has bounced off, right? Now, rather than drawing lines, okay, like this, you see here, we've got one just there. You see this nice little bounce here. We can draw areas, right? I prefer areas because, like I said, nobody is an expert at drawing support and resistance, okay? To draw a line perfectly on the charts is very difficult, but it doesn't need to be difficult because what we'll do is we'll draw areas, right? Now, rather than drawing lines like I've just done here, what we're going to do is we're going to draw areas like this. So we're going to draw an area of support and resistance. So you see one just here? Okay, I'm going to just draw that like this. Maybe make this a different color so we can actually see this. Let me just make it a different color. There we go. I'll make it maybe a, we'll make it a pink color, shall we? So you can actually see it better. There we go. Okay, so you can see here we've got an area of resistance. We can see we've touched here, we've touched here, we've touched here. Okay, we've touched here, we've touched here, and you can see here we've chopped around for a bit like this as well. Okay, that pretty much is all we need to do. Draw out like this, so you've got a blank canvas, and start marking up your support and resistance like this. You can see here we've got a nice little area just here as well. Okay, you can see here we've got a nice little rejection here, we've got a nice little rejection there, nice little rejection. Again, pretty much we don't need to draw loads of lines. Okay, there's even a one little, I mean that's not the best, but you know what, here's a nice little area here. Look at that, nice little rejection there, rejection from there goes down, and we got rejection, rejection, rejection. You see this? Okay, we start to see noise, right? We start to see a clearer picture of what's happening. In fact, if I actually draw this over like that, okay, you can see here how it gets respected. Now, what we do with support and resistance, okay, is we are analyzing where price is likely to reverse from. Okay, what I said at the beginning of this video, right? Where traders are likely to sell and traders are likely to buy, right? The reason why I picked this particular currency pair in particular is because prices come up to a resistance area, right? So you can see here we've got a number of touches here, 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 and guess what? Here, here, and here, right? Now this is how traders work. So I'm currently looking at NZUSD on the daily time frame, and it's come up to a resistance area. So what does that tell me? That tells me that price is likely to reverse at this point. I've seen it do it once before, twice before, 3 times before, and 4 times before. So we've got a likelihood that NZUSD is going to reverse at this level. Now it just doesn't mean sell. It doesn't mean take a sell trade now. What we then do is we would use our strategy to look for sell trades at this level. Okay. Now for me, I would use the binary destroyer. Okay, so I'll give you an example. If you're a binary destroyer, that's great. You're going to learn something here. If you're not a binary destroyer, obviously whatever strategy you're learning, you would now load up your strategy. For me, I would load up my binary destroyer like this, okay, and I would look for sell opportunities, right? So again, you can see my resistance area just here. See that? Okay, see that resistance area that I just drew on price action? What I then do is go down to the lower charts and I start to look at candlestick patterns. So remember, 2 important things here that you should learn, and only a select few truly master it: candlestick patterns and support and resistance. So I can see here, okay, we've got a wick on top, we've got a wick on bottom at this resistance area. This tells me that price is starting to slow down. So we've got sellers seeing this and starting to sell, right? At the same time, we've got wicks on the bottom, which mean price is still being pushed up. So buyers and sellers. And at the minute, we've got this candlestick pattern, with this candlestick, which is kind of uncertain. It's kind of a doji kind of, you know, it's stuck in the middle. You've got sellers selling, you've got buyers buying, right? So it tells me that great, the sellers are starting to come, right? Now look, we've got Mogwai. Now this is just for me. This is just for me. I've got Mogwai signals and I've got the MACD overbought or sold. So this is my entry point into the market. I would in fact take it. I will actually show you, okay? In fact, I actually have this trade live. Let me just take a screenshot and I'll show you. I don't know if you heard that. Okay, I want to just hide some of my other trades and just do that. Hold on. There we go. I don't know if you can see that. Hold on. Please excuse me. It does look awful bad. There we go. Right. NZUSD. I don't know if you can see that. Come on. Show me. Show me. No, what I'll actually do is, in fact, I will send that to myself. I'll send that into an email, the binary destroyer. Let me just pause the video. Okay, so I've just emailed my actually trading. You can see here, okay, me. Let me click on it here. Okay, there you go. See, NZUSD sell. So you can see here I'm up almost £180. I've still got this trade. This is trade live on my phone. And also, okay, I took some sells as well using this small £6, or I say £6, it's £25 now. Okay, let me get rid of all these. Okay, there we go here. NZUSD sell. So I've took sells on this small account and I've took sells on my large account. Okay, and that is pretty much it. Okay, we're at a resistance area. Okay, I've got Mogwai signals and the MACD's gone overbought. So for me, 3 entry rules: resistance area, mogwai signals, and MACD and RSI overbought. That is it. Keep it simple. Right, let's just break down one more currency pair, okay? So you get the bigger picture. Let's just pick something random, a currency pair that I haven't traded in a while, so I'm not quite sure what it's doing. EURCAD, right? Let's look at EURCAD. Let's go over to the daily time frame. Okay, so here we go here. We're just going to draw my support and resistance. So again, keep it simple. We've got a nice little, definitely got a nice little resistance there at the top. See that? Okay, I'm going to draw it like this so you can see it better. We've definitely got a nice area just here. In fact, there we go. Okay, in fact, price has just bounced off that. Look at this. Okay, again, this is, like I said, this is a skill of learning drawing support and resistance. Okay, we're at a support line. See this here? We've definitely got a few rejection wicks there. We've got some rejection wicks here. Okay, and we've got a rejection wick there, and guess what? There. In fact, I can actually go all the way along here. Okay, just maybe there as well. No, maybe not there. Definitely there. So you can see here, right? Just keep it simple, drawing support and resistance. Again, we've got another area. In fact, maybe down here somewhere. See that? Okay, definitely got a rejection area here. Okay, now what I would do with this, okay, is then go down to the lower time frames, load up my binary destroyer, and look for buy signals. So I can see that on the daily time frame, EURCAD is at a daily support line. So what I then do is go down to the lower charts. Remember what I'm looking for? I'm looking for a potential buy signal with the MACD overbought and sold. And guess what? There it is, just there. So on the 1 hour charts, I've got a signal. I've got the MACD gone over sold here. So again, my 3 entry rules: resistance, support area now. I've got a mogwai signal, and I've got the MACD oversold, right? And again, how do I play this? I set my stop loss below the support line. So let's say a 60 pip stop loss. What I then do is go for at least a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio. So 60 pips, take profit. This trade went, to be honest, 115 pips. So almost a 1-to-2 risk reward ratio. So that is it. Okay, that is it. What you want to be doing is when you go over to, when you're drawing support and resistance, is first of all, go over to a naked chart, then turn it to a line graph. Okay, I'll actually make it black so you can actually see it a little bit better. There. Okay, and then start to draw areas of support and resistance, okay, where price has likely to reject it from. Okay, again, you could probably see it better here. Okay, definitely see that support line, rejection, rejection, definite rejection here, rejection there. Okay, and this is then we go down to the lower charts and see how price rejects off this level here. Okay, so that's it. Just keep it simple. You don't need to overcomplicate your trading. Sit down, and I've said it before, learn support and resistance, learn candlestick patterns, and then learn your strategy. Get your entry points on and when you're going to enter the market. For me, it's the binary destroyer. For you, it could be whatever you're learning, whatever strategy it is. But whatever strategy is, learn the basics first. So yeah, hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions, do drop me an email, thebinarydestroyer@gmail.com.